YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. We're actually going to be talking about TVs. It's been about a month. We're still in the month of June. We're at the very end of it, and it's been a pretty rocky month for me. But I wanted to take some time in this video and speak specifically to the Sony Bravia 9. That is a TV that I purchased, and we made some brief content before things got rocky for me, as I said. And over this past month, I've just been sitting back, checking out my content, checking out the content of other fellow creators, and just looking at like the comment section and just gauging the opinions of the people just in all totality about this TV. So this video is going to be a brief review, some speaking points, my own experience. I spent a little bit more time with the TV even while away. I made a way so that I can kind of get around it to speak and just kind of go over some of the different things that I've seen you talk about. So let me set you up for some video expectations. Again, we're just going to be discussing this Bravia 9 kind of in a review, like my thoughts format. I'd like for you guys to engage in some of the discussions. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to, plan this out with timestamps because I'm still limited on the type of content that I can create. But we're going to get it going right after this intro. All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel, man. We're just gonna shoot off the dome for this. It's been some time since I wanted to, make this content talking about the Bravia 9. Let me just fill you in real quick on what's been going on. I am in Detroit, Michigan. See, I got the D hat on. My parent fell sick and I had to step up and along with other siblings and other family members to show the support. So for those that do know, not many knew, but those of you that just kind of like on my community tab shared some prayers or some well wishes, thank you very much. Sometimes we go through these things, it's just like the unforeseen occurrences, and they hit us all, and so that's when it hit me. So it took me out of the game, obviously, and I'm one of those types that will put down pretty much everything that I deem not important when it comes down to somebody that I love and I really care for. But I'm happy to say that my mother in specific is on a road to recovery, though she'll never be the same. I'm glad to get more time with her. I hold my mother near and dear, got her tattooed on me. I am all for my family, right? So just wanted to put that out there. That's why we've been missing. We've only put out 2 videos over the last month from a business perspective. Obviously, that hasn't done well for me on YouTube, but the talking point for this video actually does speak to content that did my channel very well up until the things happened, right? So we're talking about the Sony Bravia 9. Now, I picked this TV up in 65-inch as soon as it became available for me to get it from the retailer that I wanted to buy from. And I think it's a magnificent TV. Now, I've spent some great time with the Bravia 9. I spent time with it alone, setting it up. We've got some content on the channel. And then, it got real sweet once I got it in front of my A95L. And by the way, as of next week, I will be back in front of my TV, so more content will be coming. It is Saturday as I'm filming this content, so you'll get this pretty raw probably Sunday. I digress. Back to our talking points. Getting that TV in front of the A95L impressed the heck out of me. And I want to tell you that, I was one of those people that was just like, hey, I won't under any circumstance purchase an LCD TV. While last year I did buy 2 mid-tier TVs, never did I think that I would be interested in going gun-ho to get an LCD TV of any kind, just because I've been so spoiled with what OLED has offered me, okay? And this is kind of where I wanted to discuss this. I feel like we've gotten to the point, or myself, let me just speak for me, I've gotten to the point where I'm so infatuated with OLED technology that I maybe am not focusing as much on the flaws, the opportunities, things like crushed blacks and so forth. And so viewing the Bravia 9 just in all totality for what everything it is, it has shown me that there are definitely some opportunities on the other side of the spectrum, being OLED, right? And so as I gauge these comments, right, because again, I'm 1,100 miles away from where I live. I'm where I'm from. And so, I'm limited on resources. I'm not able to create content. So I'm really taking a seat back and having to just watch how things are playing out. And I'm looking at the analytics and watching stuff that's being said on my channel and on the other popular channels that do TV content. And it seems like there's this war that's, that people are engaging in with one versus the next. And I totally get it. But what I'm here to say is that, for the majority of people that maybe have not taken that step for an OLED, what you should be concerned with is if that technology, OLED or the Bravia 9, is going to be something that's good enough for you. I think the Bravia 9 is by far, in my own personal opinion, the best LCD that I've ever owned. Now, keeping in mind, I haven't been in the LCD game for quite some time. But when I look at the competition, there's only very small things that it's missing. For one, it's not an 8K TV. Obviously, you go to like the 900D and so forth for that. But the TV just offers really good black levels. It really does give some great black levels. Gaming is not a problem with the TV. Now, I've seen some opinions of others, and I respect what everybody has to say, but I can only speak for myself. I've thrown the console at it off camera, and I'm predominantly a PC person, right? So I got an RTX 3080 dedicated for that TV as I've been testing it and doing comparisons, and it was just a phenomenal experience. It was a really good experience for me. I don't think that motion was too big of a deal. Not to the point where some people like to nitpick it. I know we're reviewers and we get into the space of reviewing things and being extra technical, but it's why I always wanted to keep myself in that space as a consumer, somebody that would just look at it like a regular person. When you get too big for your britches and you start pointing out every single thing, it's like, yeah, it's good for the people that are looking for those scientific facts, but the general consumer is going to look at the Bravia 9 like it's the best thing they've ever seen. Outside of an OLED, the only thing that's going to, turn you away from that is going to be, hey, we know that it's not pixel level perfect blacks, and it's just not possible. But what is possible that they've shown is that we can go back to that technology and can see that it still has a lot of life, because micro LED unfortunately is not here for consumer. The Bravia 9 and what they've been able to invite us to, I think, has been a great dance, right? And so again, I just wanted to kind of speak on this because I'm in a position where I can't create more content. I've had a lot of ideas, and the wave on the TV is pretty much come and gone, but I'm glad that I was able to bring some type of enjoyment with the TV. Obviously, when I get back, we'll get to making more. I still got to do stuff with the C4. I still got to do stuff with the S95D. This has been by far the worst out of my 3 years of doing YouTube TV stuff, the worst, because I bought these TVs and I've just had one thing after another happening. But this is real life stuff, man. When you don't have a full team and a studio, it's just like I'm not a one-man army. I definitely have help from Lady Hera, and so a two-man army, if you will. Things get a little shaky. But again, guys, I just wanted to get out here and talk to you guys and get back into the space of TVs. I've been having a great time out here. I was going through some strong depression. What I can classify as depression, because I don't want to be insensitive and say that I was dealing with something that other people might be dealing with. But I feel like I was going through some depression, but I was just very sad and beaten by just the condition seeing my mother go through. And, she's such a damn strong person. I got so many stories. And what I'm most grateful for, and I'll just say this in closing, is that I'm glad that I've been able to create more memories with her. For example, I took her to get her nails and her feet done, right? Like, get them painted and stuff 2 weeks ago. I'm taking her again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I treat my lady like that, like get your nails done every couple weeks. So it's just like things like that. Like I never did that for my mother, but it's just like, I'm just reevaluating everything basically. But I do appreciate you guys, and I hope that you will continue to stick around for my content. Thank you for the downtime, allowing me to have a little bit of space to be human. And, I did pick up a console and a monitor and I reviewed that, but it's not as juicy as the TVs. But I hope to catch you on the next video. Peace, God bless, and as always say, Max love.